Hello everyone, and welcome to your favorite half hour, the show that you can't possibly miss, your award-winning Kingsport Chamber Zone. It is the show that is all about Kingsport and the wonderful community that we do call home. I am Laura Woods with Care Centers Management Consulting, and he is my good friend, co-host, and co-star, hint, hint, Bob Begans with the Kingsport Chamber of Commerce, and we have taken our show on the road to the lovely community of Abingdon, Virginia, and to one of the jewels of the Commonwealth, and that would of course be Barter Theatre.
We finally have made it to center stage here, right? Above center stage, actually.
Even though they don't know we're here.
We're all aboard the set here of Anything Goes that's currently playing at Barter Theatre. And who doesn't love Barter Theatre? We always love coming here for our show, love coming here throughout the year. Barter is now in its 82nd season, and it's the biggest season ever in Barter's illustrious history. More than 25 productions, from great dramas to fun musicals to just laugh off your seat comedies. Every show for everyone. We'll highlight all those shows for you and tell you what else is new here at Barter Theatre.
We're also going to feature the wonderful organization that is Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Greater Tri-Cities. Talk to you about what wonderful things that organization is doing in our area, as well as a really cool fundraiser they have coming up and how you get to participate in it. It's called Bowl for Kids' Sake.
And a little later on your CZ, we'll preview a new event coming to the Tri-Cities. It's the Tri-Cities Golf Day for the golfer enthusiast and the golf fan in all of us. Whether you're a low handicapper or a high handicapper, they're going to have instructions, club fitting, activities, events for the entire family. It's a fun day of golf. It's been taking place at Warriors Path State Park. We'll tell you all about it and how you can get signed up. We're talking theater, bowling, and golf. That's the perfect hat trick for me.
It really is, isn't it? It is a high energy show, in case you can't tell. We are so excited to be here from Barter Theatre. But before we get to all those things, we want to tell you what's going on in Kingsport. So here are the latest news and highlights.
We're so excited to be joined by our hosts for today's Kingsport Chamber Zone. Mary Lucy Bivens and Nick Kesters are both very accomplished actors and directors here at Barter Theatre, and what a season it promises to be. You can't just wait till you hear what's coming to Barter this year. Mary Lucy is now in her 11th season here at Barter, and she is starring as Moon-Faced Martin in Anything Goes, and she'll also be directing Love, Sex, and the IRS. No, don't think there won't be a question about that later on during this interview. And Nick came to Barter in 2011. He's starring as Sir Evelyn Oakley in Anything Goes, and also currently as Captain Keller in The Miracle Worker. And Mary Lucy and Nick, thanks for hosting us today. We always love coming back to Barter Theatre.
Thank you for being here. My pleasure, thanks.
Now, before we talk about the shows that we'll be seeing here at Barter this year, Mary Lucy, tell us just a little bit about Barter and this magical place for anyone who's never been here.
It is magical. I think that's a wonderful word. And I think the magic happened in 1933 when Bob Porterfield decided to return to his Southwest Virginia roots along with his fellow starving artists, fellow actors in New York City, because he knew that there was food here in exchange for theater productions, for plays, for people coming to plays. And it worked. It is magic. And so thus the name Barter, bartering produce or meat for theater tickets, and the expression a ham for Hamlet. That's where that got started. Yeah. Cut to 2015, and Barter is celebrating its 82nd anniversary. This is phenomenal.
Yeah.
This is phenomenal. It is the oldest regional theater in the country. So I go back to what you said, Bob. It's magic that people from all over the world can come to Southwest Virginia and in any given weekend can see 5 plays and a variety that I think cannot be surpassed anywhere.
Nick, good luck topping that one on your next question. No, it's one of the reasons we just love being up here with you all is because it's so obvious that the passion that you have for the work that you get to do here at Barter. When we talk about the playbill, the one that you all have going right now is just an amazing one. I mean, one of the most ambitious playbills probably in about 25 years here at Barter. So what does it mean to you all as actors to be a part of that?
Well, I'm going to have to be completely honest. I am not involved or in charge of putting together the season. I'm one of the higher guns who's here to perform and be on stage. So I can't even think about the fact that we're doing 25 shows. It's mind-blowing. So what I really try to do is just focus on the fact of, okay, we started rehearsals for Anything Goes the second week of January.
Okay.
And we put up, at that point, Appomattox was already starting rehearsals. We've put up 4 shows already. I've got Anything Goes up and Miracle Worker. Mary Lucy's already directed Love, Sex, and the IRS. That show's already up. The Gnome across the street is already in tech, and it will open up or start previews this weekend. And we've already started rehearsals for the summer. I'm doing Mary Poppins this summer, and we've already started music rehearsals for that, getting ready, and that doesn't even start until May.
Do you ever get your characters confused? Like when you're rehearsing for something, you accidentally slip into a character from another one?
No, usually the thing is that you have the props and you have the set pieces and you have everything for certain shows. What I will say is that I've left the theater thinking I was going to do one show, left home and got to the theater and was like, oh wait, nope. Other show today. Right. Okay. And
At least you remembered before.
oh yeah. Yes. I mean, you put on costumes. You've got a whole work routine. You put on the costumes. You come upstairs. You're checking props. You're doing everything. So you know what show you're doing. But I mean, yes, there are times when there's some exhaustion that might set in. You might have to stay a little more focused.
Sure.
I'll confess that I came to the wrong theater one time.
Laura calls me by the wrong name a lot, but it's really intentional. I can assure you, so, yeah.
But for the most part, I think it's our job to keep things straight.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, you've touched on some of the shows already that are playing this spring. You've got 25 great shows this year. So what will Barter fans see on the Barter stage this year? We'd love to talk about them in depth, but kind of highlight all the shows quickly.
No, as far as like the rest of the year, I mean, we've got some fantastic things coming up. The biggest one is that Barter's going to take their own unique look at Mary Poppins, the classic musical. It's a mixture of the plot line from the movie, the Disney movie with Julie Andrews, and new elements from the book and new songs. And it'll all be on the stage here, main stage, and that'll run all summer long. And we'll have we'll also be returning to Southern Fried Nuptials in the summer, which is the second part of Southern Fried Funeral, which is a play that was incredibly popular. I want to say it was actually one of our biggest sellers in the history of Barter. It was an impressively funny show. I know those two this summer are two of the big ones. In the fall, they're looking. We're doing a murder mystery musical where actually an actor is actually killed on stage, and everybody's stuck on stage and has to figure out what's going on. That's Curtains.
I get to see that.
And then what I'm most excited about actually in the fall is we're doing a brand new interpretation from our resident playwright, Kathy Bush, is doing The Three Musketeers. So getting an opportunity to actually do some real sword play on stage. Oh yeah. Well, and the best part is I'll be wearing an eye patch, so it'll be one, monovision sword fighting.
So distant.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of actors here who've been waiting a long time to get back into doing some stage combat.
Yeah.
So there's some real physical actors here excited about
You
it.
hear very much stage combat. I thought that only applied to our show,
That's right.
but obviously not.
Oh, that's funny.
This is rehearsed stage combat, not aggressively at each other stage combat.
That's the difference. That's the difference. Well, it's a wonderful playbill, and Mary Lucy, you sort of touched upon this already, but there has to be something really special for you all as the actors to get to be a part of what's going on here at Barter this season, right?
To get to be involved, whether you're attending in the audience or whether you're actually on stage. I'm so sorry, with the number of, just the sheer number of plays that are being done. But this also, the fact that we run 2 theaters normally, the other exciting thing is that we will have 3 venues this year. The tent across on the green over there, and so that will be another performing space for some of the shows that we'll be doing this year.
Right.
So we'll have 3 theaters in operation technically.
And with all these great shows, 25 productions, what shows and roles are you both most looking forward to this year? If you had to pick one, you know.
Nick sounds like he's really excited about this sword role.
Well, I have
About that scene, obviously. but-
He wants to be a musketeer.
Well, I will admit there was one thing. I get to play Bert in Mary Poppins.
Oh.
So I'm really excited about that. I mean, I've been watching Dick Van Dyke do that role forever. I've actually been watching that show. My daughter's probably watched it 25 times, and it's been officially announced this week. My daughter's actually going to be playing Jane in Mary Poppins.
neat.
She's one of the two girls that will be playing it. So I get a chance to actually do this role with my daughter, who she and I have been watching this together and having fun. So that of everything, that's probably the biggest thing I'm looking forward to.
Absolutely.
Well, I refuse to play favorites. I refuse to play favorites because
You love all your children the same, right?
right, because right now I'm having so much fun playing Moonface Martin, Public Enemy number 13, and Anything Goes. And I'm going to, beware, I'm going to have the opportunity to terrorize young Jane in Mary Poppins because I'm playing a holy terror nanny, Miss Andrew, who steps in to try to pull the household in shape while Mary Poppins is taking a little break. So that's going to be kind of fun.
We do have to ask, though, you're directing Love, Sex, and the IRS.
This is
That's-
true,
yeah.
and we open tonight, and we'll play into May. So I hope folks will come see that. And it's just hysterically funny, and I've had so much fun working with it as I turn the production over to stage management, and on it goes. It's like giving birth when you direct a show, you know, and then you have to hand it over. I'm also directing. Interestingly enough, I'm directing Southern Fried Nuptials, so I'm in it and I'm directing it. And then in the fall, I'll direct another show called I'll Be Back at Midnight, which promises to be good. I'm excited about that. So.
I hate that they don't love what they do. don't you?
Yeah,
You know,
well, a little bit
they're
more.
so-
I was expecting a little bit more
I know, yeah,
enthusiasm,
they're
but that's
passionate.
okay.
We'll improve for next time.
Well, as if people can't tell just from watching our interaction with you all here, Barter's a very special place. You all obviously love it. So it's special for you all here as the actors, but also the people in the audience when they come here, they recognize the fact that there's just something extraordinary about Barter Theatre. Do y'all have any thoughts about what that might be?
I really think a lot of it is the resident company, and I think the fact that when they come here, they can see the actors who they've watched over and over do different things and challenge themselves in new ways. You know, Mary Lucy is playing a man in Anything Goes. Beard, mustache, and everything. It's hysterical. So, you know, not that you're not beautiful. It's great to watch actors get stretched. No, it's great to watch actors get stretched and to see them do new things. Last year, I got a chance to do Alfred Doolittle in My Fair Lady, and you know, I put in these big gnarly teeth and I did things with my hair. People didn't know who I was, and so it's fun for these people to come over and over again and say, "Oh yeah, I loved him when he did this. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe that's you."
Yeah.
You know, and so it's really a wonderful opportunity just for us to continue to challenge ourselves to surprise the audience. You know, to find something new, a new character, a new way of doing something on stage. Because we are doing 8-9 shows a year.
Yes.
So we're always constantly challenging ourselves to be different. I think the audience really enjoys that. We can't sit back on our laurels and just expect, oh, you're going to come and see us. We got to put something out there.
Sure.
But I think the operative word is family, because we are. The question was, you know, sort of what makes this so special. I think Nick would agree that the quality of productions is certainly, you know, at the top of the list. But I think that is due in large part to the fact that we are a family, and not just a family of actors, but of directors, designers, builders, the administration, the stage management, the running crews. And I think that teamwork, I really think, and this is what I give Rick Rose credit for, and it's not because he signs my paycheck.
No, that helps.
I give him credit for having the vision to start this resident acting company, because ultimately I think that has led to the success and continued longevity of Barter. 82 2 years. I'm sorry, I have to repeat that.
Well, it's just absolutely phenomenal place. So, Nick, if people want the season brochure, they want to line up with all the shows, want to get season tickets or just individual tickets, where can they find everything they want to know about Barter Theatre?
Well, you can sign up for our newsletters and emails, or you can look at purchasing seats and view which seat you'd like to get right online at www.bartertheatre.com. That's BarterTheatre.com. And you can find anything you need right there, information, how to contact us. Now, if you'd rather go through our box office and make things easy and have one of our staff help you figure out what's best for you or your group, you can call 276-628-3991. We're also on Facebook. I think we're on Twitter, and you can tweet, twit, and do anything else you need to do with us. So. And Instagram, there you go.
And Instagram from the audience. See?
From the audience, there you go.
Participation.
That it's absolutely, we're a family, we're all helping each other out.
That's exactly right. We can see it. Well, I'm so excited that we're here today. You all, I love the energy that you brought. So thank you so much, Nick Kesters and Mary Lucy Bivens, for being on the show.
Absolutely.
And what a wonderful thing you all have going here at Barter. We're just so fortunate to be able to have this in our area.
Well, and we feel very fortunate.
Absolutely.
Too. So thanks for helping us share it with folks who are coming through this area, or for folks who live here too.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sure. Okay, get your bowling shoes on, because we're going to the lanes to tell you all about the Bowl for Kids' Sake event coming up right after this.
I didn't dress for that.
Okay. And welcome back to the Teen Sport Chamber Zone, on location from the main stage here at Barter Theatre in Abingdon, Virginia.
As if this hasn't already been like a wonderfully fun show, I need you to keep your seat for the next thing that we're talking about and the next guest that we have on the show, because we're talking golf. And we all know how excited Bob gets whenever we talk golf. And the reason we're talking golf today is because there is a wonderful event that is coming to the Tri-Cities area. And if you need some help with your golf game, or even if you're doing really well in your golf game and you just want to get some improvement on that standpoint, we have the event for you.
Yes, we do.
Bob,
Yes, everything you said.
Bob, I'm not sure if you fit into any of those categories, though, do you?
Well, I need help with my golf.
Okay.
Yes.
But here to tell us more about this wonderful event is Iggy Jones. Iggy is the co-owner of Mulligan's Golf Academy, and Iggy, welcome for being on the show. And of course, the event that we're talking about is Tri-Cities Golf Day, and this is a venture that is taking place between the Tri-Cities PGA as well as the Tennessee Golf Foundation. It's coming up really soon. It sounds like a wonderful event for a lot of golfers in the area, so tell us all about it.
Right, and on behalf of the Tri-Cities PGA and Mullins Golf Academy, I really appreciate being on the show today. It's an honor. And the growth of the game committee, the Tri-Cities growth of the game committee, are constantly searching for ways to bring new people to the game, grow the game, introduce families to the game, and they came up with a great idea and decided to name it the Tri-Cities Golf Day.
It's wonderful.
Well, it sounds like a great event. When and where does the event take place?
It's going to be April the 4th at Warriors Path Golf Course in Kingsport. It'll be from 2 to 5 p.m. So we encourage everybody to come out and take advantage of it. It's going to be a great day.
Yeah.
Well, and take advantage. I saw the flyer. There's a host of events and activities that you have lined up that day, from the low handicapper to the high handicapper. So tell us about some of the events.
Right, and we tried to cover all aspects of the game, all abilities. We're going to have 6 areas of instruction on the driving range tee, 6 bays where participants can come out and take advantage, get some tips from our pros. We're going to do a big break series that mirrors the Golf Channel, so there's going to be some competitions there. We have the TrackMan technology and Flight Scope, which is used on the PGA Tour for club fitting. We'll have a PGA professional on hand to do some club fitting. We're going to highlight the drive, chip, and putt competition, which will get hopefully some of our juniors geared up to go to Augusta National. So that's a great event. And also Food City is going to be on hand, cooking hot dogs and drinks, and Scott Gray with ESPN Tri-Cities is going to be there doing a remote broadcast as well. So it's just going to be a great fun day.
It just sounds like a wonderful atmosphere, and in addition to all these great events, you're going to have some great people there too, because you're featuring some of the best golf instructors in the nation, right?
Right. We feel like our biggest asset is our instructors, and there's no better way to grow the game than to giving quality instruction. We feel like if you play the game better, you'll play the game longer. And we're very excited to have Mr. Barry Goldstein on hand this year. Barry is known as one of the top 100 teachers in the nation. He's been on the Golf Channel's Morning Drive segment, Champions Tour Learning Center, and Barry's just on fire for the game. He's very passionate and eager, and what a great opportunity for some of the local players to get instruction from Barry. And at the end of the segment, Barry's going to have a 30-minute time frame to where he can talk to the crowd, talk to the public, and tell a little bit about himself and what he does. But he's just a phenomenal instructor, and we're very blessed to have him.
Now, do people need to sign up for the event?
Actually, there's no sign up.
Okay.
You can show up at the gate and get in, or you can go to your local PGA professional at your club or course, and they'll have flyers up at their place, so at their golf course, so you can go there and sign up, or you can just show up. Okay. And the more the merrier.
Sure, yeah.
Well, it sounds like a fun day, the Tri-Cities Golf Day. But in addition to that one-day event, the Tri-Cities chapter of the PGA offers a number of opportunities throughout the year for the golfers. So highlight some of those for us.
Right, and you know, like everybody else, we've had cabin fever, and our schedule's getting ready to take off, and we've got a lot of events scheduled throughout the year. One of the main events that we do every Monday is our Tri-Cities Pro-Am Series, and it's a great opportunity for players to come out, sign up. It's a very reasonable rate, and compete and win prizes. We're very proud of that series. We have the drive, chip, and putt competition coming up in June. Hopefully we'll send some of our juniors onto the regional event and on to Augusta National to compete at the Masters. So what a thrill there. And First Tee program is kicking off. So that's a great area for juniors new juniors to come in the game. It teaches morals, it teaches a lot about life and how the game of golf pertains to life. So, and also Mulligan's Golf Academy, we have a lot of middle school, high school events coming up, ladies clinics. So it's just going to be a great year in golf, and Mother Nature's been more kind to us now, and we're seeing some sunshine and green grass out there, so we're very eager to get out and get going.
It's wonderful. Well, Iggy, if people want more information about all of these events that are taking place, or if they even want more information about Tri-Cities Golf Day, where do they get that?
You can go to tricitiesgolf.org, okay, or you can visit our website at mulligansgolfacademy.com and look at our Facebook feed, and everything will be on there. We're on Facebook. You can go to the state website at TennesseeGolfHouse.com, and everything will be on there as well.
Well, Oogie Jones with the Tri-Cities chapter of the PGA and Mulligan's Golf Academy, thanks for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you at the Tri-Cities Golf Day and on the range and course, hopefully a lot this year.
Thank you. It was great being here.
Thank you, Oogie. We appreciate it. We'll be right back with more of your King Sport Chamber Zone after this.
And welcome back to your King Sport Chamber Zone on location from the historic Barter Theatre here in Abingdon, Virginia.
Many of you all have heard of Big Brothers Big Sisters of Greater Tri-Cities. It's a wonderful organization that helps children who are facing adversity partner up with professional relationships that will strengthen their lives, that will change their lives for the better. Such a great organization to be a part of, and we can't wait to tell you more about it, as well as a really cool fundraiser that they have coming up. And so we are pleased to be joined by Katie Carrico. Katie, of course, is with Big Brothers Big Sisters of Greater Tri-Cities, which is the new name. It's kind of the old name, but the new name again.
Exactly.
So for people who sort of know about Big Brothers Big Sisters, but maybe don't know all they need to about it, what do you have to say to them?
Sure. So our agency believes in the power of positive influence. We think that you can change a child's life by showing them what happy looks like. So we will pair at-risk youth with caring adult mentors. They'll typically spend an hour a week for 1 year together, and at the end of that year, you can really make a marked change in that child's life.
That's just a great way to have an impact on a child's life, as you both have said. So if someone's out there is very interested, how can they become a Big Brother or a big sister, and what are the expectations for that person?
Sure. So first of all, we are a regional agency. So we serve a 5-county area. So if you are in any of the 5 counties that we are currently serving, Carter, Hawkins, Sullivan, Washington, Tennessee, or Washington, Virginia, you can still be a part of this program, and we can find a child in your area that you can work with. So we're not going to be asking you to drive to Kingsport just because that's where our office is located. Our website is a wealth of information about getting involved with our agency, and that's TennesseeBig.org. Tons of information. You can submit an inquiry to us directly through that website that'll come to my enrollment and matching person, and she will reach out to you with orientation dates, or if you would prefer to bypass the website, you can certainly just give us a call and we can sign you up for orientation right there over the telephone. Obligations, like I said, it's an hour a week for 1 year. Now, matches don't have to close at the end of that 1 year mark. That's just a minimum requirement.
Now, on the flip side, if there are families out there that have young children that they think, they're in need of a big brother or sister, how can someone become a little brother or sister?
Well, let me start by saying, first of all, there are no longer any more qualifications. If you know a child who would like to have a big brother or a big sister, they are more than welcome to sign up for our program, so everyone is now welcome. We do still like serving those kids that we say need us the most, and we work really hard with a lot of agencies in the Tri-Cities to try to make sure that we're finding those kids. So we have fantastic relationships with the schools and the after-school care facilities. They do great referrals for us. But again, anyone can give us a call or go on the website and become a part of our program.
Really cool. And one of the big fundraisers that you have coming up is the Bowl for Kids' Sake, which is a wonderful fundraising event. We participated in it before. I think we beat you in that event. But tell us all about Bowl for Kids' Sake.
So Bowl for Kids' Sake is our biggest annual fundraiser. We've been doing this one since 2008 here in the Tri-Cities, so we're really excited to do it again this year. We're going to be doing the same old. So we're going to be in Kingsport, Johnson City, and Bristol. So if you're in any of those cities or willing to drive to those cities, you can come out and bowl with us, support a great cause, have fun. This year's tagline, the most fun you'll ever have in rented shoes.
That's awesome. Well, and there may be people out there who are like, I don't really bowl, or I'm not sure that date's going to work for me, but you all have set up other ways where even if you can't be at the event when you're hosting it, people can participate, support it, donate to it, those sorts of things, right?
Of course, yeah. If you can't come out, so this year's dates, we're going to be in Bristol at Belmont Lanes on Thursday, April the 16th, Holiday Lanes in Johnson City on Friday, April the 17th, and Warpath Lanes in Kingsport on Saturday, April the 18th. All of those are from 6 to 9, except for Kingsport, we go 5 to 9, so you got an extra hour to sneak in some bowling time in there. Again, if those aren't a great fit for you and you are part of a corporation, we are now offering Wii Bowling, so your company can call us. We can set up a private Wii Bowling event for your company. You can come out, bowl on site at your office. Or if none of that is a good fit for you, there are teams on the Bowl for Kids' Sake website, and you can pay to support a big and a little to go bowling in whatever city you choose. And we've got our own website this year, so if you don't mind, it's TennesseeBig.org/Bowl Tri-Cities.
Neat.
So.
Katie, what a fantastic event and what an incredible organization. Remind us again where people can find more information on Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Greater Tri-Cities and your Bowl for Kids' Sake fundraiser. So
the general website, TennesseeBig.org, the Bowl for Kids' Sake site at /Bowl Tri-Cities, or give us a call, 423-247-3240.
Well, Katie Carrico with Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Greater Tri-Cities, thanks for joining us today, and thanks for what you all are doing for the young people in our region. It's great.
Well, thank you for having me.
Thank you, Katie. When we come back, we're going to have a preview of the first ever Tri-Cities Golf Day right after this.
Since we're on the main stage here at the Barter Theatre, Laura and I were going to do a little song and dance routine to close the show, but our producer and director, Jason, said we're out of time. So you're out of luck, at least for this episode of your CZ. We do want to thank the great team here at Barter Theatre for hosting us today. This is a magical place. We hope you
So
come
beautiful.
and celebrate and enjoy Barter's 82nd season this year. As always, the great and magical team at Charter Media for producing our show.
They do have to put up with a lot when they have to put up with us. We also want to remind you that to find out what's happening in Kingsport, of course, we invite you to watch us here on the Kingsport Chamber Zone. You are also welcome to contact the Chamber. You can give them a call at 392-8800. Drop in and say hi to them. They're located at 400 Clinch Field. Or if you're feeling social, they are as well. So you can like them on Facebook and you can follow them on Twitter.
Until our next visit together on your Kingsport Chamber Zone, we are Bob and Laura reminding you to please be loyal.
And buy local. Have a great week.
Let's go, Laura. Oh, mine works. I'll get it from this side.
Just kidding.